Chosen one. You weren't supposed to hear this yet, but the balance didn't hold. This message only reaches those standing between two forces, not chosen by light alone, not hunted by darkness by accident. You were acknowledged by both, and that almost never happens. Most people live untouched. You triggered a response. A file was reopened. A seal loosened. A line was crossed. It points to you. Have you felt the tension without a reason? Sleep breaking before dawn. A weight in the chest that comes and goes. Your thoughts louder than the room. People sensing something, either pulling closer or cutting you off suddenly. And that moment you can't explain. You send a message, it's read instantly. Then silence. No argument. No closure. Just a pause that felt intentional. Here's the urgency. The window is 72 hours. The number tied to it is 777. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Stay to the end. Comment 777 if your body reacted before your mind agreed. If you scroll now, you step away from the signal. At the end, I'll reveal the deciding factor. Not which side wins, but what must be removed for this conflict to end. Listen, here's why. You're not imagining it. You didn't misread it. This is real. What happened wasn't emotional. It wasn't symbolic. It wasn't the result of stress, belief, or coincidence. It was logged. A protocol activated the moment your pattern crossed a threshold. The system watches quietly, constantly, without favoritism. No ceremony followed. No announcement was made. No signal was sent to you. Just a flag shifting state from dormant to active inside a structure that only reacts when something matters. This movement passed through a review layer most people never reach. A monitoring tier adjusted automatically. A file moved from long-term archive to live audit status. That transition doesn't happen by chance, and it doesn't happen often. There is no opinion involved here, no interpretation, no belief system required to validate it. Most people never trigger it. You did. This isn't mystical. It's procedural. The system doesn't care who you claim to be, what you post, or how you present yourself publicly. It tracks behavior under pressure. It observes what you do when there is no applause. How quickly you recover after being hit. How cleanly you see through masks without needing proof. How often you refuse cheap energy even when it would be easier to take it. How you keep moving without recognition. That repeated behavior creates a pattern. That pattern carries a signature. Rare. Baffinger Ling Der Ling Ling Yi. Not because you asked, because it's measurable. Once that signature locked, routing changed automatically. No manual override. No debate. A special audit window opened. Quietly. No announcement followed. Your file was pulled for review under dual jurisdiction, which almost never happens. Light acknowledged the file's validity. Dark contested its classification. Access was attempted from both sides. One request bounced clean without resistance. One was denied entry entirely. No struggle. No conflict log. That's all you're cleared to know for now. The window is active for 72 hours. Stamped. Timed. There are 7 internal checks cycling during this window. Each one runs once. No extensions. No resets. When the cycle completes, the system moves forward regardless of how you feel about it. If this is tied to you, the body always reacts first. That's consistent. Restless sleep that breaks without reason. Waking at odd hours without an alarm. A heavy chest that comes and goes with no emotional trigger. A loud mind at night when the room is silent. Sudden intolerance for things that used to feel normal. And that one moment you know it, the message that shows seen and then nothing. Or that call that didn't ring twice. Or that pause that made your stomach drop for half a second. Not dramatic, just precise. When a file is flagged, the environment resorts. That's standard procedure. People don't suddenly turn hostile. They drift. Someone cools off without explanation. Someone else changes tone mid-sentence. A familiar presence feels distant. At the same time, a small door opens where there was none before. A name appears in conversation. An invite lands unexpectedly. A piece of information surfaces right when it's needed. And something that used to feel fine suddenly becomes unbearable. That isn't punishment. It's routing. Nothing here is random. Logged. Verified. In motion. You're not being pushed toward light. And you're not being dragged by dark. Both sides are reacting to the same thing. Your position between them shifted from neutral to active. The system noticed first. The sides followed after. That order matters more than you realize. Hold this. Don't rush it. In part 2, I'll give you personalized proof. One simple check. One marker you can run today. Good. This is the proof I promised. Personal, specific. Lately, have you felt tired without a clear reason? Body heavy, even after rest? Eyes burning by afternoon? Have you noticed energy draining faster around certain conversations, then stabilizing the moment you step away? Drain test. Have you caught yourself thinking, I'm not the same person? Not in a dramatic way, but like a setting quietly changed overnight. Did your reactions sharpen while your tolerance thinned? Less patience for noise, less interest in explaining yourself. Recalibration pass. Have you been reading people faster, seeing the pause before the lie? The shift before the ask without trying to analyze it? Do you register the room instantly now? Like your attention snaps to the right detail first? Sightline activation. Have coincidences stacked lately? Numbers repeating, names resurfacing, the same idea appearing through different mouths in one day? Do these clusters land close together, not spread out, like confirmations arriving in batches? Sync confirmation. Have old places started irritating you? Cafes you loved now feel loud. Familiar routes feel wrong. Certain people feel heavier than before. Do you leave sooner than you used to, without needing a reason? Environment rejection filter. Have you had a private moment of integrity? No audience where you chose clean over convenient? Did you say no without arguing? Decline without defending? Walk away without collecting approval? Integrity check. Good. That's the tag. Now watch. You're not being dramatic. You're not confused. You're not making it up. Those aren't feelings. They're tags. Some night, there was a quiet moment. You were on your back, staring at the ceiling, phone in your hand, not opening anything. Or you stood in a doorway longer than necessary. Or you felt a clean internal no land without anger. The line was crossed calmly. No speech, no theatrics. Just certainty. Line crossed event. Right after that, the environment responded. Not loudly. Subtle tests appeared, an old pattern reached out, a familiar pull tried once more. Noise increased for a beat. You didn't bite. You didn't chase. You didn't explain. The pullback registered. Point of no return. Here's what matters. These checks don't arrive randomly, and they don't arrive all at once. They cue. They verify. They confirm alignment under pressure. When you pass quietly, the system escalates without notifying you. That's how it stays clean. Recorded, confirmed, advancing. If you recognized at least 3 of these, then your review is live. If you recognized 4, your file is flagged. If you recognized 5 or more, uplift is active. Not visible. Not announced. Active. This is why reactions around you feel polarized. Some people lean in, others fade. Some doors stall. Smaller doors open exactly when needed. Nothing dramatic, just accurate. The system prefers accuracy. Do not perform. Do not announce. Do not rush. What happens next does not depend on belief. It depends on continuation, how consistently you remain clean when convenience returns. The checks will repeat in tighter intervals, shorter windows, fewer warnings. That's normal. That's how escalation works. Stay with me. In part 3, I'll give you confirmation markers that don't rely on mood or interpretation. One simple check. One unmistakable sign. These are the confirmation signs. No theory. No guessing. First, your sleep shifted. Not simply lighter or deeper, different. Vivid fragments instead of blur. Clear scenes that feel organized, not random. You wake with continuity, like the night didn't fully cut off from the day. Sometimes you wake before the dream finishes, as if something ended early on purpose. Sleep reset, not luck. Second, your intuition fires before logic now. You know before you explain it to yourself. Your body moves first, then your mind catches up seconds later. Decisions land clean, without debate or regret. You don't rehearse anymore. Sightline upgrade. That's not coincidence. Third, timing started behaving oddly. Numbers repeat closer together. Same sequence, same day. Meetings land at exact minutes. Delays quietly protect you from the wrong room. Accelerations save you from wasted time. Nothing feels poetic about it. It feels engineered. Sync stamp. Coincidences don't stack like this. Fourth, your social field resorted. Someone who was warm turned distant without conflict. No argument, no explanation, just a temperature drop. At the same time, someone unexpected reached out after silence. Casual but precise. Social resort. This is routing. Pause. Read that again. Stamped. Fifth, old containers began rejecting you. Music you once replayed now feels flat after seconds. Places you tolerated suddenly feel loud, tight, wrong. Routines that once kept you stable now feel like friction. You don't fight it. You leave. Container rejection. Not mood-based. Sixth, small doors opened with precision. Not big breaks. Clean openings. Right name at the right moment. Right line in the right conversation. Miss it by minutes and it's gone. Catch it and it fits without force. Precision opening. That's deliberate. Stop. Notice the pattern. Now continue. Seventh, you feel oversight without fear. Measured, contained. Like something is tracking parameters, not judging you. You move freely, but within clean lines. When you step outside them, resistance appears immediately. When you stay clean, movement feels smooth. Oversight layer. No panic. No rush. Eighth, there was a data moment. A shift you couldn't ignore. A text tone changed. A scene landed and silence followed. A room suddenly felt wrong the second you entered. A sentence hit and your body reacted before thought. Data marker. Logged. These signs don't arrive politely. They don't ask if you're ready. They don't space themselves out for comfort. They arrive close together, overlapping, sometimes within the same day. They don't show up one at a time. They stack. The stacking is the tell. Cluster confirmation. Here's the rule the system uses internally. 1 sign is noise. 2 can be coincidence. 3 forms a signal. 5 inside the active window is confirmation, not emotional confirmation. Administrative confirmation, no belief required. If you're seeing 5 of these inside the window, the review is live. That's why the pressure feels different now. Not heavier, sharper. Your patience shortened. Your boundaries cleaned up. Your tolerance for ambiguity dropped fast. You're not becoming cold. You're becoming precise. And precision accelerates processes the system already approved. Notice what isn't happening. No chaos, no collapse, no dramatic losses, no explosions. That matters. When a review is active, the system protects stability while testing alignment. It removes excess, not structure. What leaves now was already misaligned. Good. Stay calm. Stay clean. You don't need to convince anyone. You don't need to explain what you're sensing. You don't need to rush outcomes. Movement has already started under the surface. Quiet. Measured. Irreversible once initiated. And when the markers stack, the next phase begins. Something starts shifting in the real world, subtle at first, then undeniable. It won't announce itself. It won't ask permission. You'll recognize it by how little effort it requires. In part 4, I'll tell you what shifts first. From here on out, everything changes rhythm. Something starts shifting in the real world, subtle at first, then undeniable. Not loud. Locked. Not a miracle. A sequence. The first shift shows up as separation, not conflict. A toxic tie doesn't explode, it thins. You reread that one screenshot and feel nothing. Or you notice a scene with no reply and don't chase it. Maybe a joke lands cold, or your calendar suddenly clears without effort. That's access closing. Truth release. Good. Next comes an opening that fits too cleanly to ignore. Not a big announcement. A simple line lands. Are you free this week? Or someone asks for a quick call. One slot opens where none existed. A name drops twice from different directions. You didn't chase this. It was routed. Precision opening. Stamped. Then clarity increases, quietly. You say no, using fewer words. You stop explaining decisions that already feel final. You wake up without sprinting into the day. The mental noise thins out, and your body follows. Calm returns first. Calm equals control returning. Calm upgrade. Locked. After that, Resources rebalance not dramatically, but functionally. A cost drops. A bill gets lighter. A tool appears right when needed. A schedule opens just enough to move. It's not abundance theater. It's enough for the next step. Resource release. No fantasy. Then recognition aligns, without hype. One person sees you clearly and says at once, "I've been looking for someone like you." Or, "You're different. I can tell." No pedestal. No applause. Just accuracy. Recognition arrives quietly. Recognition match. Logged. Notice the order. Removal first, then access, then calm, then resources, then recognition. This isn't luck reshuffling your life. It's a chain of alignment, activating with surgical timing. Each outcome prepares the conditions for the next. Nothing skips steps. This is not overnight magic. It's a layered sequence, a chain of alignment moving piece by piece. Alignment doesn't drop a perfect life. It removes, reveals, replaces. Here's what matters now. You don't need to become someone else to receive what's coming. You don't need a new personality, a louder voice, or a different image. What holds the sequence together is your value axis, your standards, your integrity, your refusal to trade clarity for comfort. Don't go back just because something feels familiar. Familiar isn't aligned anymore. Stay clean. Stay clear. Stay steady. Expect a final pullback. It's normal. A sweet text arrives. A softer voice offers just a quick talk. A tempting shortcut appears that would save time but cost alignment. It won't feel dark. It won't feel dangerous. Not a curse. A preference test. This test doesn't punish you. It confirms routing. If you hold your line without dramatizing it, the sequence accelerates. If you wobble, it pauses not to shame you, but to wait for clarity to return. The system prefers clean inputs. Nothing here requires belief. It requires consistency. When you stay precise, outcomes stay precise. When you stay calm, movement stays smooth. That's how alignment compounds. Good. You're still in window. Sequence active. If you want to go deeper so you can move faster, if you want to go deeper so you can move faster, this is where it becomes practical. For the ones who want to go deeper and move faster, there's a simple tool waiting. It's priced at less than a pizza, built to help you not miss the window you're in. Bonus included. An audiobook, plus a 5-minute guide you can use immediately. No fluff, no theory. You'll find it in the description and the pinned comment. That's it. Now back to what matters, because you didn't make it here by accident. The signs didn't just show up inside you. They showed up around you. The environment shifted. The timing tightened. The sequence stayed active. You're still in window. Rhythm changed. Signs clustered. The environment resorted. Your intuition sharpened. Old containers rejected you. Precision openings appeared. The final pullback showed itself. New chaos. New noise. New drama. That's how you know it's real. It stacks. Here's what you do for the next 24 to 72 hours. One rule at a time. Don't explain yourself when clarity is already present. Silence protects alignment. Don't reopen doors that closed cleanly, even if they knock softly. Track patterns, protect your sleep, and keep your schedule light enough to notice what's moving. Good. Simple. Controlled. Expect another pullback before this closes. That's standard. A friendly text arrives. A call comes in with a softer tone. An invite looks convenient. A shortcut offers relief. It won't feel dangerous. It won't feel wrong at first glance. Then your chest tightens, or your stomach drops, or everything goes still for half a second. It's not a warning. It's confirmation. This is the part most people misread. They think resistance means they're doing something wrong. It doesn't. It means the system is checking preference under comfort. When alignment matters, the test looks gentle. Easy to justify. Easy to rationalize. That's why it works. No rituals. No chasing. Just control. You don't need to convince anyone of what you're sensing. You don't need to post about it. You don't need validation. When the sequence is live, performance slows it down. Precision speeds it up. Keep your words clean. Keep your movements minimal. Let the environment do the heavy lifting. Good. Locked. Still active. Some of you are wondering if this ends with a big reveal. It doesn't. It ends with a small moment you could easily miss if you're distracted. That's the pattern. The most important shifts don't arrive loudly. They arrive when you're calm enough to notice them. This is why the window matters. Not because something bad happens if you miss it, but because momentum compounds when you stay aligned through it. Miss the timing and things still work, but slower, heavier, less clean. Stay precise and the sequence does the work for you. One more reminder: no belief required, only consistency. You already saw enough evidence to be here at the end. That tells me what I need to know about your position in the sequence. Stay with the rhythm. Don't rush outcomes. Don't negotiate clarity away for comfort. Now I'm going to tell you the most important thing. In the closing, I'll point out the clearest marker, the one small moment that locks this uplift in place. If you miss that final detail, you miss why everything lined up the way it did. You're not imagining it. You didn't misread it. A final protocol was escalated, and the window was formally acknowledged. A notice was issued internally. That's why everything changed rhythm. Chosen one doesn't mean special treatment or applause. It means responsibility under pressure. No proof required. Hold the axis. Stay clean. Stay clear. For the next 24-72 hours, your role is simple but exact. Don't explain yourself when clarity already answered. Don't reopen doors that closed cleanly, even if they knock softly or sound familiar. Write down what repeats names, numbers, phrases, timing without trying to interpret them. Make one private right decision that costs you comfort but keeps your integrity intact. That single decision matters more than 10 public statements. That's how you stay in sync with the window. During this near phase, alignment begins to move in practical ways. Truth starts to surface without you digging or confronting anyone. A precise opening cracks open where force used to fail. Calm increases in your body before results appear on paper. Resources feel enough for the next step, not overwhelming, not empty, just sufficient. One right person begins to recognize you, not loudly, not publicly, just accurately, and at the right moment. This isn't about belief. It's about position. You're already in it. The window is active. The gate is stable. Chosen ones recognize chosen ones. They don't need explanations, credentials, or dramatic stories. They sense it in timing, tone, restraint. You'll notice the shift in rooms before words are spoken. Conversations shorten. Eye contact lingers or ends quickly. Decisions happen with less negotiation. That's not ego. That's calibration. Now, lock this in. Subscribe and turn on the bell. Do it now, not later. Comment 777 if you felt the shift before the explanation landed. Share this with one person who's on the same frequency, just one, not a crowd. And if you want deeper material to move faster, there's optional guidance priced at less than a pizza, with an audiobook and a 5-minute guide. It's there if you need it. Nothing forced, nothing hidden. One soft warning before sign-off. Don't sabotage progress by returning to the old version of yourself out of habit. Don't explain alignment to people who benefit from your confusion. Don't negotiate clarity away for familiarity or comfort. Silence protects momentum. Precision protects direction. This file is closing. This window stays open briefly. Your role is active. Pay attention to the next small shift. Not the loud one, not the dramatic one. The subtle moment that feels almost ordinary but lands differently in your body. That's where confirmation locks. In the next video, I'll show you the clearest marker, the one small moment that secures this uplift permanently. It's specific. It's easy to miss. And most people do, because they're waiting for something loud. Click the video on your screen